All right, let's fucking do this, fam. I'm gonna push the buttons. Hey, Cobrax, love you, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Oops. Welcome to NeuroFit Beverage Tier List. One thing that we talk about a lot is health and fitness. Even with gaming, I think taking care of your body has huge dividends in just having a good mental state and feeling good while you're playing. There is no mind-body problem. It's all interconnected. So healthy body, healthy mind. Doing exercises and working out is really crucial and helpful for improving your body composition. But I think the bigger impact is your diet. And the reason I wanted to talk about beverages first is because you can put down so much sugar with no fiber with these beverage drinks and things. And I think that's one of the things that you should be very mindful of. If you're an adult, you can make your own decisions and all of that is cool, but you should at least make informed decisions. So I went to the store and I got a bunch of beverages. A whole bunch of them. This is just part of it. I would say this is maybe a quarter that we're going to go over today. And I'm going to taste each of these and we're going to talk about some of the ingredients and then I'm going to put them into tiers. Bear is over here. He helped us out. We've got some books to give a nice podium effect. You've got the S tier, which is 3 Tolkien books, the A tier, B tier, C tier, and then there's a G over there. That's the garbage tier, which is I would never have that beverage again. And if it were offered to me, I would say no, or I would say yes and throw it on the ground. So that's the garbage tier. Just to start things off with a very, neuro-appropriate sort of beginning. I'm going to begin the S tier with my favorite beverage ever. It's also Bruce Lee's favorite beverage. That's not a super obvious hint. We're going to go with water. What kind of water do I drink? What is this? This here? This crispy freshness is tap water from the city of Seattle. It's really good. There's no plastic bottles involved. I can simply go to the faucet, lift it up, and the water comes out, and I just drink it as is. Some people filter it a bunch. I don't fuss about that. I know some people said there's stuff in the water, it turns you into this or that. It's tasty. I like this stuff. It's just city water. The first thing that I do in the morning when I get up, aside from get out of bed, is I have some water. I usually try to just pour some water before I go to bed, so I don't have to do any effort. I can just get up and take a nice, crisp drink of water. Hydration is really important, and one of the things that you should be aware of too is confusing hunger and thirst. Some people will go grab a snack and they'll eat food because they know they need something, but maybe they just need hydration. They don't need another heckin' meal. So people are getting a ton of extra calories in when they could just drink a glass of water. So I would say one of the foundational things, one of the cornerstones of being fit is having water as a regular thing in your rotation. Some people don't like the taste of it. It seems plain or bland or whatever. Whenever I taste water, I feel like I'm a water salesperson right now. Whenever I have this, I think about the gratitude for being able to have water that's this clean. Historically, people drank beer and wine and stuff just because water, it wasn't as easy to filter it and purify it and stuff as it is now. So the availability of fresh, clean drinking water is amazing. So I drink water with gratitude. No, these are not Terran tears. I have a different container for that. I like water. Maybe it's because I grew up in Texas playing football in the summer and autumn sun, but it's some good stuff. It refreshes and restores you. Okay, so we have discussed water, perhaps the most important liquid for life as we know it. Water regulates temperature, meaning that the temperature of the Earth and its climates are moderated by the presence of so much water. There's great excitement that there's frozen water on Mars and all this. But as you can see here, there are a bunch of different heckin' beverages that are on the market. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one. We're going to look at the ingredients, taste it, and then I'm going to put it into a tier. All right, which one should we do first of the ones you can see? Cold Brew, Red Bull, Rockstar, Bang something, 5 Hour Energy, or this Monster? Which one do you want to see? I'm not going to complete all these beverages. If I drank all these energy drinks, I would probably die. So as a responsibility thing, I'm not going to do that. Okay, we got 5 Hour Red Bull. I'm just going to... Let's start with the Red Bull. This is a beverage that's heavily promoted in esports, and there are a bunch of top-tier kind of extreme sport athletes who have this. And it says Red Bull with taurine, lightly carbonated. It's got 2 bulls that are charging at each other. Pretty cool. It vitalizes the body and the mind. It's got a cool, like, look at the design on this. It's got, like, crisscross blue and silver. 8.4 fluid ounces. So what is in this? 4% of your daily value of sodium, and this is 1 can, is a serving size. You should be aware of that too. That's a really deceptive thing in a lot of beverages, is you'll look at the sugar content and you're like, oh, it's not that bad, but there are 4 servings in it, so you're actually drinking quadruple what you think you are. Total carbs is 29 grams. 10% of your daily value? What? Sugar is 27 grams, which includes 27 grams of added sugars. 54% of your daily sugar value is in this. 54? I guess I don't need sugar for the rest of the day. No, I need a little bit more. 2 Red Bulls and you're over. Holy crap. 0 grams of protein. It's got calcium, niacin, etc., etc. What even is taurine? They put taurine in these energy drinks, and it just makes me feel gross when I have it. Red Bull is appreciated worldwide by top athletes, busy professionals, college students, and travelers on long journeys. Okay. I'm going to try this. Do you want to hear the sounds? Is that fun? Woo, the smell. This beverage was described in a couple ways in chat so far. Someone said it's the nectar of the gods, that's apoptosis, and someone said it tastes like Smarties candy and lipstick. So I'm going to test this. And chat says taurine is an amino acid that occurs naturally within taurin bodies. That makes sense. Here's to Brunt. It's the best liquid on Earth. So I have had this before. It's very sweet. It does have kind of a nectar quality to it in the flavor profile. The light carbonation I appreciate. I can't burp. There are some people who have that weird condition. It's not lethal or anything, so a lot of times it never gets diagnosed or anything, but Artosis said that he's also of this kind, where we just can't initiate the burp reflex. So stuff that's heavily carbonated, it'll just make me feel really full. And it's kind of unpleasant. So this, in terms of sugar, I would not have this in my regular rotation. It's too sweet for my taste. The taste itself, if you're looking beyond the sweetness, is okay. And taste is also something that is developed over time. You can start out disliking something, and then with repeated exposure, you develop a liking to it. Coffee, I think. The story for me is I started out as a kid, I didn't have any coffee. And then as a young teenager, I had the super sweet, like Frappuccino drinks at Starbucks. And then I gradually moved into black coffee, and now I have it with nothing else in it. But yeah, the carbonation is nice. I don't know how much caffeine is in this exactly, but it would give you a bit of a boost. I would say if you're a person who doesn't like coffee as a taste, but you want caffeine and you like something sweet, this is probably pretty good. I wouldn't say it's revolting. It's pretty smooth going down. Some people are saying sugar-free Red Bull is good. I had a question about that. What do they put in it to sweeten it? Is it just way less sweet, or do they have some artificial sweetener? This beverage is calories 110. 2,000 calorie diet is supposed to be kind of standard for an adult, I think. Okay, someone is going to check on sugar-free Red Bull to see how much it is. All right, I'm going to put this into a tier. Here we go. These little pieces of paper that I use for the tier things is really thin, so whenever I walk by, they blow away. It's just going to be a consistent annoyance, so we're going to deal with that. Okay. We have our first, actually our second tier call. We're going C tier. Pretty good taste. Way too much sugar. I wouldn't get that myself, but I can see why people like it. Let's try Rockstar next. This is another like name brand energy drink. This one is 270 calories. It's a much bigger container than the other one. 16 fluid ounces, so about twice the size. 270 calories per can. Let's look at this. Serving size is 1 can. 63 grams of sugar. With the added sugars, it puts you at 126% of your daily recommended value of sugar. They're just going ahead and saying that we think you can handle this amount of sugar. It has a bunch of riboflavin, niacin, vitamin B6, B12. I feel like this is a balance between they tell you this is really bad, there's way too much sugar, but vitamins are in it too. Does that make you feel like it's good? You sent me a picture in Discord of sugar-free Red Bull. Okay. Let's see. Sugar-free has 0 grams of sugar. What does it have? I don't know the names of artificial sweeteners, if there are any in that. Does it taste as sweet as non-sugar-free Red Bull? Someone looking at this Rockstar can feel the vomit rising from their stomach looking at this can. Flashbacks to your younger days are hitting hard. Okay, how does Rockstar compare? This has guarana and B vitamins in it. 160 milligrams of caffeine. It also says taurine plus guarana. Whatever guarana is. This is more carbonated. And it tastes... It tastes like a Flintstones vitamin. Kind of. Oh. Like stomach acid? Some kind of acid. This doesn't make me feel like a rock star. Bet we're thinking that Red Bull now. I will say the Red Bull is a lot more pleasant than this. It does feel like drinking liquid candy. Fuck. It spilled all over the floor. Give me a second. Okay. Does anyone want some Red Bull on the floor? Clean up. On aisle 10. Oh, it looks like piss. That's nasty. Oh. Jeez Louise. That's so bad. Excuse my language. Sorry, I haven't tried that before. Ugh. Ew, gross. Ugh. Okay, so throwing the can into the garbage. That's gross. It's a perfect send-off to that beverage. Rejected by the garbage can? What tier is that? That's gross. Okay. All right. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for the $5 tip for cleaning supplies, Apoptosis. All right, I need to cleanse myself with something. Let's do this next. Starbucks cold brew. There are other cold brew and just coffee drinks. I just grabbed one because I thought this one would be recognizable to people. The ingredients of this one, 15 calories. And it's 11 fluid ounces, so this is between the size of the Red Bull and the Rockstar. 325 milliliters for non-Americans. And this is black unsweetened. Ingredients are coffee and water. And that's it. It tastes like coffee. It's definitely bitter, as coffee should be. There are no flavor tones that stand out. It's pretty straight ahead. No nonsense. I like this. I do get cold brew for myself whenever I go to Starbucks sometimes or just coffee places. Typically what I'll order is a quad over ice or sometimes a cold brew. The bottle makes you think of cough syrup. Yeah. It's glass though. Isn't glass better for the environment than plastic? I think aluminum is not too bad because you can recycle it. Plastic I think is the worst. But this is good. I have this pretty often. There's not too much that's in this that's bad. If you're sensitive to caffeine, it's pretty strong. But it doesn't have other stuff in it. Taurine, guarana, guano, whatever. Is that bat poo? I like this. Okay. We're going to put it in a tier. I've had this many times, so I don't really need as much thinking. Oh. Can put the water here too. Okay. I put it at S tier. Gets the job done. If you like coffee, it's coffee. You could probably find better cold brew, but I basically just use that as an example of a cold brew option. There are a whole bunch of different kinds, and that one is, I would say, fine. I'll show you the cold brew that's in my fridge. This. I think this tastes a little bit better. It tastes more striking and strong. Here, I'll just try some now since I get a side by side. What all is in your fridge? I'm now quite curious. MTV Cribs with a mid-range streamer. Okay, we got some nice cold brew here. Premium black coffee. This one also 15 calories, 4 servings. Serving size is about the same size as that other one. This has no sugar in it. Ingredients are water and coffee. So same thing. This one has more bite and pizzazz to it. I like this, I think, a little bit better. We'll just leave the Starbucks there as the reference, though. Oops. I'm probably going to be weirdly hyped up after doing this because I'm still having a little bit of each of these. Okay. Let's keep mixing it up. I have the energy drinks here. I want to give myself a little bit of a break. This is coconut water. Does anyone here like this stuff? Hang on. It's hitting the P because there we go. Because that's the key that I press for the push-up camera. All right, coconut water. We're trying this. Vita coconut water, 1/2 liter. In the container, we have 23 grams of sugar, which is 4% daily. Ingredients: coconut water, less than 1% sugar, vitamin C. Pretty straightforward, not too much in it. Volatile Dawn says, coconut water is great for when you want sugar but also to feel healthy. The illusion of health is a very powerful selling point. I agree. After having the coffee, it's weird. I don't know what I should have to cleanse my palate between these. I wouldn't choose this over having regular water. I kind of feel like I would just rather eat some coconut and have water. Vitamin C in the water is nice for non-fruit or vegetable eaters. Why don't you eat fruit or vegetables? Fruit is pretty pleasant. Yeah, the health factor of this definitely bumps it up some. It's not the worst thing you can have. It says 100% juice. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. It says never from concentrate. I'm going to put this in a tier. I put it in B tier. The health value bumps it up some. I wouldn't really drink this over water. It's not great. I know some people love it, but for me, it's kind of eh. The water is presently king. Okay, let's try another one of these spicy fellas. This is Bang. Potent brain and body fuel. Who knew that it would take them until current year to find fuel for the brain and body? Peach mango natural flavors. This is about half a liter. It says Super Creatine Ultra CoQ10. EAA Aminos trademark. What in the heck does that even mean? As a consumer, I wouldn't even know that Ultra CoQ10 is something that I desire. I think it's like pushing the science thing. There's so much science in this can. What even is it? It has no sugar. Ingredients: carbonated water, citric acid, caffeine, sodium benzoate, preserves freshness, potassium citrate monohydrate, EAA's phenylalanine, L-leucine, L-isoleucine, L-valine, L-lysine, L-threonine, L-phenylalanine, L-histidinine, L-methanosaurus, L-tryptophan. Sucralose, that's the sugar stuff. That I feel like it's so dumb that they can say no sugar and then put sucralose in it. Isn't that basically the same shit? That seems dishonest. Potassium sorbate for freshness, magnesium chloride, super creatine registered. You can't say super creatine without getting sued by these guys, because they've got that down pat. Creatyl L-leucine, creatine bonded to L-leucine, calcium chloride, calcium disodium, ETDA, vitamin B3. This is making my head spin. CoQ10, which is coenzyme Q10. Who needs coenzyme Q10? Vitamin B6 and vitamin B12. Warning: too much caffeine may cause nervousness, irritability, sleeplessness, and occasionally rapid heartbeat. Not recommended for use by individuals under 18 years of age. One serving of Bang provides 300 milligrams of caffeine, which is more than 2 cups of coffee. Holy shit. Let's try it. Sucralose is not sugar. I use it in homebrew. What is it? It's a sweetener. If it were sugar, your bottles would explode. Yeah, but is it good for you? Because I thought that Splenda and that stuff was bad for you. Oh! Someone at a point in the chain tasted that and said, "This is good, ship it." Whoever did that, I disagree. That is nasty. Okay. This is Zero Sugar Monster Ultra Gold Super duper energy time. Taurine plus 0 sugar plus L-carnitine contains no fruit juice. If you were hoping for fruit juice in this, it's not there. Okay, energy drink, it says at the bottom. About half a liter. Sodium, 9% of your daily value, that's 200 milligrams. 10 calories, so low calorie. Ingredients, not quite as long of a list as the Bang, but pretty close. God, that taste is still in my mouth. And I spit it out. I need to make a worse tier than garbage. Okay. Well, this might taste kind of like the sugar-free Red Bull that people were talking about. Okay. Smell. It smells a little bit like radioactive piss. It tastes pretty similar to the Red Bull. It does taste quite sweet, even though it says no sugar. So it doesn't taste as good though. Probably because it's not actual sugar. It's the stuff that people are legally allowed to say is not sugar, but I'm watching you. I would... Protect the books. They're sealed and they're still wrapped. The Swiffer has so much to do today. Okay, so we got a new buddy for G tier. What's the... we'll say sugar-free. No, we'll just say Monster. It's fine. Okay. Ugh. I'm going to give myself a break from... Here, I'll show you the other ones. It's a Coca-Cola Energy Cherry thing. Bubbly Bounce. It's as bouncy as it is bubbly. And then I have this Tazo Zen Real Brewed Tea. 100% recycled bottle. Keep refrigerated. 70 calories. This is 1.24 liters. In it we have 6% of your carbs, that's 18 grams of sugar. Ingredients are tea infusion, that's water, organic green tea, lemongrass, spearmint, lemon verbena, lemon oil, cane sugar, citric acid. Pretty simple, but it's not unsweetened, so let's try it. Sealed for your protection and freshness. Okay. This is the worst green tea I've ever had. Normally I like green tea. It's spoiled? It doesn't taste like it's spoiled. It's just not good. How do you... There's just too much sugar in it. Try from the bottle? No, it's still not good. This is unfortunate because I think green tea is potentially an S-tier beverage. You can't screw up green tea. Tazo, watch this. What happened? What happened? It says it's organic green tea. It's unfortunate. I don't know what happened. There's so much potential there. Here, I'll show you the green tea that I have. Here, I'll show you. This is the real shit. This. Oh, it's invisible because it's green. It's matcha green tea. It's just a little tea packet. And you make tea by boiling water and then you... like that. Do you palate cleanse between each drink? I should. Let me get a... I think I could get chips or something. If I had something salty and neutral, that would be good. Yeah, this is legit green tea. I'm gonna just do this for the tier list. Green tea. For me, I'm not counting that Tazo stuff. I'm actually gonna put the Tazo here. Jeez Louise, how did you make green tea so bad? Oh, man. I'm gonna get some chips. Chips. It's the hottest drink in the game. Whoa. All right, let's try this bubbly bounce. Caffeinated sparkling water triple berry. Flavor with other natural flavors. 0 calories. Carbonated water, natural flavor, caffeine. Pretty simple. Chips, S tier. I love tortilla chips. Absolutely S tier. Chips and hummus is one of my favorite go-to snacks. I did get food poisoning last week because I had chips with expired guacamole. Be careful. It's very caffeinated. Or it's not caffeinated, carbonated. Very bubbly. It tastes neither good nor revolting. I could see if you wanted caffeine and you wanted it to be not too unhealthy, this is okay. We put it at B tier. so this is bubbly. What else do we have here? Coca-Cola, cherry, guarana, there it is again, B vitamins, caffeine. This is 355 milliliters. Cherry flavored energy drink with other natural flavors. I'm going to cleanse my palate with a tortilla chip. They're much better when they're ice cold. Yeah, this one isn't super cold. The coconut water should be in B tier. Oh, that's right. Thank you. I didn't put it in the thing. Okay. I've cleansed my palate with the chip. And now we have this carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup. Isn't that bad? Glucose, less than 2% of, natural flavors, caffeine, guarana extract, vitamins B and 6, citric acid, caramel color, sodium bicarbonate, phosphoric acid, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate. This, to me, at a glance, looks very unhealthy. High fructose corn syrup being the second ingredient. Oh, God. Wait, how much sugar? 39 grams of sugar in one can. How much of your daily is that? 78%. This is more than the Red Bull. Jeez Louise. Looks like we should have had multiple G tiers. This is G part 2. Cherry Coke Energy. Nasty. Okay. 5-hour energy. Who's had one of these before? I was warned about this. That this is something that you should be extremely careful with. Regular strength. It has vitamins, nutrients, caffeine, sugar-free, 4 calories. Dietary supplement, berry flavor. Okay, ingredients in this. Niacin, vitamin B6 and B12, choline, sodium, potassium, energy blend, which is taurine, glucuronic acid, malic acid, caffeine 200 milligrams, and acetylcholine. Okay. How much caffeine? 200 milligrams? It says... Yeah, 200 milligrams of caffeine. Oh. That's nasty. How accurate is the berry flavor? It's like the cough syrup. If you can call the cough syrup grape flavor, you could call that berry. Gross. Just have espresso. Something that's from the earth and true. If you want a bunch of caffeine. Okay, we have our first just straight up soda. I wanted to get a soda. Or some people call this pop. What do you call this? This is root beer. I don't drink soda because of my burping issue, and it's usually too sweet for me. But I do enjoy a good root beer float every now and then. And that was a nice dessert that I got to have growing up. Let's see. Tastes like root beer. And this is aged vanilla, no caffeine. 76 grams of sugar? 153 of your daily value. You can have 2 of these and you won't need sugar for 3 days. 2 days? 2 days. No, 3 days. Math. I like the taste of root beer. This is pretty tasty. I will also probably die if I have too much of this. This, if it didn't taste amazing, would be garbage tier because it's very unhealthy. But we're going C tier. Root beer. My garbage can is leaking. Oh, shit. I'm going to have cleaning to do after today's stream. Is it actually leaking from the can? Oh, shit! God damn it. I'll be a minute. What kind of garbage can has holes in the bottom? Okay, we're calling that good for now. I have towels. Bubbly is greatest of all time. It's not bad. For a carbonated beverage, it's okay. All right. Now I've got... This is the extra... Actually, did I put the root beer? Yeah, I did. This is Darigold Extra Rich and Creamy Old Fashioned Chocolate chocolate milk. It's made with real milk and cocoa. No high fructose corn syrup, no artificial flavors, colors, or preservatives. Homogenized milk. One bottle has 510 calories, so a lot of calories, but a lot of it is in fats, not sugars. 17 grams of fat, 11 of saturated fat, 0.5 of trans fat, 75 cholesterol, 16% of your daily sodium. Total carbohydrates is 25% with 1 dietary fiber, 60 grams of sugar, so 64% of your daily value, 20 grams of protein. So you get some protein, you get some fats. Obviously, if you're a vegan, you can't have this. But I like chocolate milk growing up. I don't know how many hipster quick, yeah. I don't know if they make this overly sweet or not. Let's test it. It's too sweet. The chocolate, it tastes kind of velvety. The texture is good. Too much sugar though. I would say half the sugar, and this has the potential to be a great beverage. Shake it up. Oh, are you supposed to shake before? I've had a bunch of carbonated stuff, so I haven't been thinking about that. Does it say shake? It does not say shake. So we would say it has a good mouthfeel then? Nice. Okay. B tier. It's okay. It's got some upsides. It has too much sugar. There are probably better chocolate milks out there. Okay. Nice. And I'm out of beverages, so I'm going to get some from the fridge. I have more stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand by. I got more stuff. And this is the rest of it. What do we have? What have we got? Let's start with this. Bolthouse Farms Dairy Greens. 2/5, fractions. Yikes. It says 3 3/4 servings of fruit and veggies per bottle. 2/5 cup of kale, spinach, and romaine per bottle. 100% fruit and vegetable juice, apple and cucumber juice blended from 5 concentrate and 5 not from concentrate juices with added ingredients. 150 calories, 14% of your daily sodium. That's 320 milligrams. 35 total carbohydrate, 2 dietary fiber, 30 sugars, no added sugar, 2 grams of protein. Apple juice from concentrate, cucumber juice from concentrate, celery juice from concentrate, kiwi puree, lemon juice from concentrate, kale juice, romaine lettuce juice, spinach puree, green bell pepper juice, pineapple juice from concentrate water, root fiber, natural flavors, vitamin C, wheatgrass extract. Okay. How many servings per bottle? 1. I wouldn't say it tastes good, but it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like vegetables. It tastes, yeah, it's fine. If you like vegetables, you may like this a lot. I'm not like a huge fan of kale and stuff, but it's not revolting and it's not delicious, but it's not unhealthy either. And put it in B tier. Daily greens. Okay. Neuro, do you like V8? Let's not jump the gun, fam. It's right here. We're gonna test it. Let's just test it right now. Well, this beverage has a flavor. So V8 is something that I did stock this just for myself. That's the new, yes it is. So last Wednesday, I got food poisoning. I had expired V8 and expired guacamole in the same day. That I realized that was dumb. Nevertheless, it happened. And this is new. When does this expire? Okay, not until next year. We're good. What is in V8? This is 28% daily value of sodium. The serving size is 240 milliliters, so about the Red Bull, maybe a bit more in terms of volume. 7 grams of sugar, 2 grams of protein, no fats. Vegetable juice, water and concentrate juices of tomatoes, carrots, celery, beets, parsley, lettuce, watercress, spinach, salt, vitamin C, natural flavoring, beta carotene, citric acid. Pretty simple. Did I drink some water? Here, I'll go drink some water for you. Okay. I'm just gonna have a chip. Make sure I'm cleansed. I drink this pretty regularly. It basically tastes like tomato soup. It has other stuff in it, but tomato is certainly the dominant flavor in it. Sometimes you put a little hot sauce in your V8. I'm going to test that right now. This is Mad Dog 357 Anniversary Edition. This stuff is strong enough to fight bears. This has 1 million Scoville. Okay. Swirl it. Oh God. That was a big drop. Whew, I can smell it. I made a mistake. You were thinking more of a dollop of habanero sauce, but you do you, boss. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Oh shit, all of it was at the bottom. I like that. Nice. Wow. Okay. Good idea. Okay, so I'm going to put this at A tier, but I'm going to sneakily put the hot sauce back here. Can you see that? Kind of. I put the hot sauce between the A tier and the S tier. If the V8 has the hot sauce support, that's delicious. Neuro new drink of choice? Hell yeah. I'll put it in front. You can't see it at all. Okay. Do you follow a keto-ish diet? No. I live on carbohydrates. Is that keto? Pasta and rice and everything nice? V357, yes! Now we're talking. Okay. So A tier we're putting V8. And then I'll put a plus Mad Dog. Actually, no, let's just do this. This is more funny. Nice. Good idea. I like V8. It's pretty good. I'm gonna wash this out. There's like tomato all over it. Next up, let's do... Let's try this. I see this. It's very marketed. Muscle milk is a thing that I've heard many times. And it says genuine. Genuine muscle milk, not the knockoff stuff. Whatever those would be. Is it milk? No, it says non-dairy protein shake. 25 grams of protein, 0 sugar. You have to do a quest to get this open. Are we supposed to shake this? Work out, be strong, move forward. Ingredients: water, milk protein isolate, calcium caseinate, alkalized cocoa powder, less than 1% of maltodextrin, natural artificial flavor, sunflower oil, canola oil, dipotassium phosphate, magnesium phosphate, cellulose gel, potassium chloride, sodium hexaphosphate. What? Carrageenan? Who is that? A sulfame potassium, potassium citrate, medium chain triglycerides, salt, cellulose gum, ascorbic acid, sodium phosphate, sucralose, vitamin A, palmitate, and vitamin D3. Refrigerate after opening. Carrageenan is an emulsifier. I've never heard of him before. I hope Carl's doing well. It's very thick. Tastes very chocolatey. Very chocolatey. It kind of tastes like chocolate milk. Sort of. No sugar. It does have a little bit of the artificial sugar flavor to it. Would I drink this again? I don't think I would purchase this. I would just rather eat a protein bar. Because this is about the same amount of calories and stuff. Or protein. 25 grams of protein for this. Let me show you the protein bar that I have. These are the Cliff Builders ones. These have 20 grams of protein. And this is a Cliff bar, and it has 9 grams. So yeah, I would go for a protein bar over this. That being said, it's not revolting. We'll put it at B tier. It's all right. Okay. What do we got here? Almond Breeze. Unsweetened original almond milk. Does anyone here like almond milk? You know a guy that would take the chocolate protein stuff and turn it into a milkshake? Oh, do you mean the bars? He would take the bars and make it into a milkshake? That's pretty cool. Yeah. This is good. Normally, I wouldn't drink this as a beverage. I would use this as a milk substitute for cereal and stuff. You can also put it in coffee. It's pretty good. I like this. Put it at A tier. Man, it takes up so much space. Nice for vegans, that's true. So for A tier now, we have V8. And we have Almond Breeze. Okay. What else do we have? Sweet tea. Arizona sweet tea. Hot sauce is tier A. No, the V357 is a joke. It's putting the Mad Dog 357 hot sauce into the V8, and it was actually really tasty. Great buy, 99 cents. Real brewed Arizona Southern style sweet tea. 650 milliliters. 2 servings per container. Total carbohydrates is 63. 61 grams of sugar. That's a lot, but it is sweet tea. Premium brewed blend of black teas using filtered water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, natural flavors. That stuff is pure sugar. I'm gonna try it. It does taste more like sugar than like tea to me. I can see why people would like this if you like sugary stuff. It's not revolting. It's also not healthy. It doesn't really have any like plus to health things. I would guess the black tea has a bit of caffeine. I think black tea is one of the stronger kinds in terms of caffeine. I think we'll go... That's okay. It's as healthy as a 5-hour energy. I don't know. I wouldn't purchase this for myself. It's fairly tasty, I guess. It didn't make me want to, like, spit it out like some of the other stuff. But I don't think I could drink the full can of that with how much sugar is in it. I don't have very much sugar in my diet regularly, aside from fruit, and I'll put honey in my oatmeal in the morning sometimes. Man, the Tazo is a real disappointment because I feel like it could have been one of the best. Green tea is pretty good. Next one we've got, boom, orange juice. It's 100% juice. In it, it has orange juice. Okay. 34 grams of sugar, none of it added, so it's just from the fruit. Sealed for your safety and for freshness. Zesty, fresh, it's tart, really nice morning beverage. For fruit juice beverages like this, I think it's healthier to just eat the fruit because your body digests the sugar more slowly. If it's bonded to fiber, it has to do more work to break it down. This is already in liquid form, so while it's natural, it's orange juice. It does have a lot of sugar, so I would say that probably bumps it down from S tier. But it's good. It's simple. I mean, it's kind of hard to mess up when you have one ingredient. You're going to A tier orange juice. Good job. See this? It's kind of invisible. This is Gatorade, which is a thirst quencher. Lime cucumber variety. Artificial flavored, 80 calories. It's about a liter. Per container, this has 19% of your daily sodium, 55 grams of sugar. So not that far off the sweet tea, actually. Water, sugar, dextrose, citric acid, salt, sodium citrate, monopotassium phosphate, gum arabic, natural and artificial flavor, glycerol ester of rosin, yellow 5, blue 1. This has what plants crave. Doesn't it look like the freshness of nature? I can smell the cucumber. I like Gatorade. It tastes good to me. I wouldn't say this is my favorite flavor. I just grabbed one. I did have a blue Powerade, but I drank that before I did this tier list. So I probably would have put that one on A tier. It's not super healthy. This is more of like a, if you've been running and burning a bunch of calories and working out, it's pretty good. And who is it? Vibe was saying this is a really good like hangover counter. Before bed, drinking one of these, he was saying. Because it hydrates you pretty good. You like the orange Gatorade? Has what cows crave too. I like this, it's good. My stomach feels weird. I feel like there's a battle happening in my stomach right now. Okay. We got an A tier for that. Am I done? Is that all the beverages, ladies and gentlemen? Let me double check. This may be the complete set. Ladies and gentlemen, the beverage tier list is complete. This is all the stuff that I got from the store and the stuff that I had at home. In the S tier, we have water, crisp, fresh, natural, no bullshit. That's what you have as your baseline. Your foundation for when you need fluids, water first. The other stuff is to do something for you, like I want this particular flavor or these ingredients or whatever. The gong only in one ear? Is it not working for everybody? Let's test. I hear it in both of my ears. Cold brew coffee. Simple. Hard to mess up. Coffee and water. That's all that's in it. The Starbucks one, I didn't rate as high as the other one. But that's my go-to beverage that I have with my breakfast. Typically, I'll have water right when I get up, and then I'll have my oatmeal with some berries in it, and then I'll also have coffee. I use a Italian press for it, make it on the stovetop. And then green tea, also S tier. I recommended this. I can't read this. It says matcha green tea. It's a tea packet. This is really good. I just got a pack of a whole bunch of these sent from Japan. It's unsweetened. If anyone knows what matcha is, it's tasty. It's good stuff. Pretty simple. And then V357 is kind of a joke, but it's also an idea of mixing V8 with some hot sauce. It adds some pizzazz to it. Spiciness and tomato goes pretty well together, and the V8 that I got, it tastes pretty much like tomato soup. So that was a cool combo. I put the V8 at A tier. I wouldn't say it's super delicious, but it's also pretty good and relatively one of the healthier options available. It has a ton of sodium in it too, so drink water if you're having V8. It's not really hydrating you super well. The Almond Breeze almond milk is pretty good. Orange juice, obviously pretty simple. Not as good as having orange slices. If you're wanting to have the orange experience, having it be in liquid form means that the sugar hits your body faster, which is less good for your body composition if you're trying to get fit and reach goals. And then Gatorade, a good athletic beverage if you're moving around a lot, burning calories and that kind of thing. I like the taste of Gatorade. I would say Powerade is like basically the same stuff. I don't have a super strong allegiance or preference for one over the other. Yeah, basically tomato juice. It's definitely the main flavor in it. Orange juice is super sugary. Yeah, but it's also zesty and it's tart, so it's got flavors to balance it out. Some of this stuff was just like liquid sugar. The B tier has the bubbly drink, which that one is it's basically carbonated water with a bit of flavor and caffeine in it. And that one I put at B tier because it wasn't revolting, it wasn't delicious. If you want a caffeine beverage that doesn't have too much garbage in it, that's a decent call, I think. The coconut water, I'm not a huge fan of it. It does have a decent bit of sugar in it, but it's also not the least healthy thing here. It's okay. Chocolate milk. This particular chocolate milk, I think, had too much sugar in it, just for my personal taste. I do like chocolate milk. Generally speaking, it was one of my favorite kind of breakfast beverages growing up. The Daily Greens thing, very veggie taste. Quite healthy, probably among the most healthy here. Not the most delicious, not the most sweet. So that one gets plus points for health, maybe less plus points for flavor. The Muscle Milk, it's not milk, but it's okay. Very thick texture to it, very chocolatey. I put it at B tier. I wouldn't have this over a protein bar, but it's alright. And then C tier, Red Bull gets not garbage tier because the flavor is pretty good. The carbonation is low, which is nice. Flavor is alright. Health factor is definitely a big minus. So drinking a lot of these is not very healthy. That's why it's not higher up. And also, I generally would prefer coffee over an energy drink when it comes to just getting some caffeine. I do have a decent bit of caffeine in my diet with the coffee that I have in the morning, so I'm not sensitive to it in the sense that I'll feel weird if I have an energy drink. But I feel like whenever I have one of those, whatever the taurine and the guanine and the stuff that they're marketing in it, it gives me more of a rush on the up whenever I'm having it, and I can feel the stuff hit me. But then the down after it, it feels more icky, like ugh. I feel kind of weird. Whereas with after coffee, maybe it's just because I've had it a whole bunch, it's a more even, like settling down. It doesn't feel like there's a weird, gross after effect. It's kind of like when I have energy drinks with all the other shit in it. It's like there's a layer of something that's on me, and it's just like, ugh. Do you think Brunt would like Torian?
Hell yeah! Oops, that overlay is still there. Hell yeah!
Then the root beer, very tasty, very sweet and unhealthy. It's not garbage tier because it's tasty. And then the sweet tea, I would say, is the same thing. Not probably. It's very unhealthy, so you'd want to drink this in very moderate amounts. But it tastes better than the Tazo. The garbage tier, which my floor is still soaked with the nasty beverages and the trash can is leaking, but we had quite a few customers here in the garbage tier. Rockstar Energy. Oh man, I spit that one out. That was gross. The Bang, I'm not sure if the Bang was the most gross. Anyway, it's nasty. It's unhealthy. Some people like it, not me. I don't think you can argue that it's healthy. It's pretty unhealthy. The Monster, even sugar-free, it's I really didn't like how it tasted. The Tazo, I think that was the biggest surprise of this whole beverage thing. It's a Tazo green tea, but it's way too sweet. They put a lot of sugar in it, and for green tea, maybe I'm just used to totally unsweetened. I expect more of a earthy, neutral flavor from the green tea, and they just put a whole bunch of sugar in it, and it was gross. So yeah, green tea, I did put on S tier just for the stuff that I make myself, but that stuff was no good. The Cherry Coke Energy, I don't like Coke. I don't really like cherry beverages, but I know a lot of people like Cherry Coke. The energy is just like the trifecta of unhealthy, because you've got cherry as a concept in a beverage that's like liquid sugar. Maybe it comes from fruit. It's still liquid sugar. And then Coke is like liquid sugar and carbonation, which is really unhealthy. And energy in this context is caffeine and a bunch of other stuff that makes me feel icky. So that's like the... Ugh. The 5 Hour Energy was probably the most revolting thing that I tasted. You could probably review my facial reactions at each of those moments, but that's pretty bad. People were saying it has a lot of punch to it for giving you energy and stuff in a small container, but so do shots of espresso. If you want some really high intensity, high impact caffeine, if I go to a coffee shop, I'll just get a quad shot of espresso or something. So I don't know why you need all this zany, science-y stuff when you can just have very concentrated coffee. And you could even put some of the almond milk, or just put some milk or half and half in the coffee if you want to take the edge off if it's too strong. Yeah, this was fun. It cost maybe about $50 getting all these different beverages. So not all too expensive. I just got one of each of most of them. And a lot of these I won't drink the rest of. Some of them I will. You could probably guess by tiers. But yeah, the main point of this conversation is to be mindful of what beverages you're having. Beverages are one of the fastest ways to get sugar in your body, which is a big yikes. And I learned this from living with Kukyo, basically the guy who co-founded this whole stream project, me being neuro. He was diabetic, and you straight up cannot have a lot of these sugary beverages. It's just not possible for your body to process it. And that made me kind of think about, okay, this is a really big tax on your system to process all this sugar, that if people have a condition where they don't process sugar as well, it's just a hard no. And it has really major complications. But even for people with regular sugar processing, it's still a really big hit. So if you have the choice, generally speaking, between a liquid sugar like orange juice or a food with sugar in it, like eating an orange, you should favor eating the orange over drinking the beverage, because your body digests it more slowly. It's easier on your system. And then the like foundation thing with this whole conversation, and part of why I haven't pursued a lot of the sponsorship options of all these like gamer drinks. What the hell is that? I love everyone trying to design stuff. That's cool. Innovate. But gamers need to drink water. And I'm not going to get a sponsorship for drinking water because it's a utility. It goes into people's homes because people deserve to have water as a human right. Because we have it available, so they should have it supplied to them. And if I can be the spokesperson for water and get paid $0, I would prefer to do that than to take a sponsorship for some nasty new beverage that is just poison for people. If any of you have seen the Threw It on the Ground video, that scene where he's got the latest energy drink, what does he do with that? He does something that's very wise. He throws it onto the ground and he says, "You can't poison me. Pump that garbage in another man's veins," or something. That's how I feel with a lot of this stuff. It's just, why would I do that to myself? Maybe it gives you a little bit of a rush in the short term, but if you make a habit of having large volumes of these things, it does have a cost. And if you're thinking about maybe doing some huge exercise plan to get fit, or cutting sugary beverages and soda, I'm not a nutritionist or personal trainer, but I would guess, just a random casual person's guess, that cutting the sugary beverages would do more for your body composition than trying to do the super huge workout plan. If you had to pick between the two. Obviously, a multi-method approach is going to be the most powerful, but it's also the highest effort. And we don't have infinite amount of motivation and resource every day. We can only will ourselves to do so much. Then we get really tired and we want to rest and kind of fall back to our old habits. So if you're going to think about, this is my overall weekly flow, cutting the sugary beverages would be massive. And that could even be just lowering the amount. Say you have 5 Red Bulls a week. Going to 3 Red Bulls a week would be an improvement. It's a lot less sugar. You could maybe eat a piece of fruit instead for those 2 other Red Bulls to still get your nice little sugar, but it's bonded to fiber. And if you like this conversation, perhaps we can have more. Maybe I could do a snack tier list, and then I want to get some basic exercise options for people. Maybe things that you can do at home. I already do push-ups on stream a whole bunch, so that's a point where it's pretty visible. I run a lot, but I'm not sure how to do great filming of running around. I think if I held my phone while I was running, it would probably make people sick. But running is good. You're not sponsored by drinkneuro.com? No, I'm not. There's a beverage called Neuro. It's like brain-themed drinks. I'm not associated with that. You would like me to do a bunch of odd or unusual fruits and veggies? That would be fun. Will I do a ranking of all the different types of push-ups chat tells you to do? I could do a few different kinds and then talk about them. That sounds kind of fun. Snack tier list. Do you get to suggest snacks? Yeah, that would be fun. Send me some snack ideas. And if people watch the YouTube video of this and you have snack ideas, put it in the comments. I want you to try this snack. It's my favorite. Or, my friend eats this and I think it's gross. Please rate this and throw it in the garbage. Brain marketed Your Smart Snake Oil as the anti-neuro. Yeah, I think a really good framework that you should view snacks and beverages and things that are marketed at you is you want to think about the style and the elements of what is in this that they're trying to pitch at you. So for some of these beverages here, it's got like a science-y theme of, we have these really technical sounding beverages. I think it was the Monster Low Sugar and the Rockstar. they make it seem really sciencey. Gatorade also does that. It's like engineered for athletes and that kind of thing. That's a tactic that's being used to get you to buy their stuff. If you're aware of that tactic, you can basically factor that in and then look more neutrally at what is in the ingredients and then do some research. Be an informed consumer. On the NeuroDrink website, it says, their drinks are a groundbreaking line of functional beverages. Here at Neuro, our goal is to provide healthy beverages that benefit both the body and the mind. Whether you need help reducing stress, boosting energy, or finding a better way to get sleep, we've created a carefully crafted drinks, the highest quality products available to help you feel your best. I've got 2 words for that. Drink water. Water is the pinnacle of a functional beverage. Here, in the water, our goal is to regulate temperature with its high heat capacity. Our goal is to benefit humanity with the healthiest of all possible beverages, benefiting the body and the mind because they're interconnected. So if you benefit one, it automatically benefits the other. If you're trying to get better sleep, or if you're trying to work on your fitness, drink some fresh water. Don't get that garbage. It's cheaper too. And if you have the choice between bottled water and filtered, fresh tap water, don't get more plastic in the environment. We've seen it in the oceans. It's a mess. It's gross. Get a nice reusable glass container like this and have some heckin' water. If you are in a country or in a municipality where the water isn't very clean and you're going to get diarrhea, by all means, get some bottled water. I'm not telling people to get diarrhea. Water is bliss. End of story. People try and fail to reach the excellence that is crisp water. Many people are reformed soda drinkers and they now see the true way, which is hydration, with simply the best beverage. A beverage that we should be grateful for, to drink in a filtered and clean capacity. Our ancestors used to have to boil water, or in Texas, whenever the water filter place got flooded with mud and they had a boil notice. But aside from those situations, this is the best stuff. BIS is a World of Warcraft or MMO term for best in slot. That means it's the best in that particular category that you could possibly get. This whole stream, this whole video, this entire conversation is simply a marketing scam to get you to drink less of that shit and more of this. A water stream. Love you, fam. Thank you for tuning in and browsing the beverage tier list, sponsored by your local city's tap water, probably. Certainly not the other stuff that I threw in the garbage. Paid off by Big Water.